Critical thinking is a fundamental cognitive skill that involves actively and objectively analyzing, evaluating, and synthesizing information to form well-reasoned judgments and decisions. It goes beyond simply accepting information at face value and instead encourages individuals to question, challenge, and explore different perspectives and assumptions. Critical thinking enables us to think independently, identify logical fallacies, recognize biases, and make informed choices based on evidence and sound reasoning. One of the key reasons why critical thinking is important is its role in problem solving. By employing critical thinking skills, individuals can effectively identify and define problems, analyze the underlying causes, and develop innovative and practical solutions. Critical thinkers are adept at breaking down complex issues into manageable parts, evaluating the pros and cons of various options, and making informed decisions that have a higher chance of success. Critical thinking also plays a crucial role in fostering intellectual curiosity and a lifelong learning mindset. It encourages individuals to seek out new information, challenge their existing beliefs, and remain open to different ideas and perspectives. By being intellectually curious, critical thinkers continuously expand their knowledge base and develop a deeper understanding of the world around them. This curiosity-driven approach to learning enhances personal growth, creativity, and adaptability. Furthermore, critical thinking is an essential skill for effective communication. It allows individuals to articulate their thoughts and ideas clearly, support their arguments with evidence, and engage in meaningful and respectful discussions. Critical thinkers are attentive listeners who consider alternative viewpoints, ask probing questions, and evaluate the validity and reliability of information presented. This ability to communicate and collaborate effectively is vital in various professional and personal contexts. In today's information-rich world, critical thinking is especially important in navigating the vast amount of data and sources available to us. It enables individuals to discern between reliable information and misinformation, to distinguish between fact and opinion, and to critically evaluate the credibility and bias of sources. This skill is particularly relevant in the age of fake news, where misinformation can spread rapidly and impact decision-making at both individual and societal levels. Moreover, critical thinking empowers individuals to become independent and autonomous learners. It encourages self-reflection, self-awareness, and self-directed learning. By questioning assumptions, seeking evidence, and evaluating arguments, critical thinkers take ownership of their learning journey and actively engage in continuous self-improvement. Critical thinking is a vital cognitive skill that equips individuals with the ability to analyze, evaluate, and make informed decisions. It promotes problem-solving, intellectual curiosity, effective communication, discernment of information, and independent learning. By cultivating critical thinking skills, individuals can navigate complex challenges, adapt to changing circumstances, and thrive in an increasingly complex and dynamic world. Now let's look at pitfalls of thinking. Pitfalls of the mind can significantly impact our thinking processes and decision-making abilities. Let's explore some of the most common errors in thinking that we should be aware of. The spotlight effect. This phenomenon occurs when we overestimate how much others observe and judge us. We often believe that people are paying more attention to our actions, appearance, or performance than they actually are. This distorted perception can lead to self-consciousness, anxiety, and a skewed understanding of how others perceive us. By recognizing the spotlight effect, we can alleviate unnecessary stress and focus on being authentic, rather than seeking constant validation. The halo effect. This cognitive bias occurs when we form a positive impression of a person or object based on a particular attribute, which then influences our overall judgment of that person or object. For example, if we find someone physically attractive, we may automatically assume they possess other positive qualities, such as intelligence or kindness. This bias can cloud our judgment and lead to inaccurate assessments. It's important to recognize that one positive attribute does not necessarily indicate overall excellence. The anchoring effect. When making guesses or decisions, we often rely on a starting point or anchor as a reference. This anchoring effect influences our subsequent judgments, leading us to adjust from the initial anchor rather than evaluating the information objectively. For example, if we are presented with a high-priced item, subsequent options may seem more affordable in comparison, even if they are still relatively expensive. Being aware of the anchoring effect allows us to critically assess information and make more independent decisions. The contrast effect. This cognitive bias occurs when we judge two things by comparing them to each other rather than assessing them individually. Our perception of something is influenced by the presence of a contrasting option. For instance, a moderately priced house may seem expensive when compared to a lower-priced alternative, even if it is reasonably priced in its own right. Recognizing the contrast effect enables us to evaluate things objectively and make fair assessments based on their intrinsic value. Confirmation. Bias. Our tendency to seek information that confirms our existing beliefs or ideas is known as confirmation bias. We actively cherry-pick evidence that supports our preconceived notions while dismissing or ignoring information that challenges them. This bias can hinder our ability to consider alternative perspectives and prevent us from objectively evaluating new information. By actively seeking diverse viewpoints and being open to challenging our own beliefs, we can mitigate the impact of confirmation bias and foster more robust and balanced thinking. Being aware of these pitfalls of the mind empowers us to navigate our thinking processes with greater mindfulness and objectivity. By recognizing the spotlight effect, the halo effect, the anchoring effect, the contrast effect, and confirmation bias, we can become more conscious of our own biases and work towards developing more accurate and balanced thinking patterns. Through ongoing self-reflection and a commitment to critical thinking, we can enhance our decision-making abilities and cultivate a more comprehensive understanding of the world around us. Thank you for joining us on Agent Renovation Podcast, the ultimate resource for real estate professionals like yourself. It's time to unleash your full potential and become the #1 realtor in your area. Our exclusive workbooks are your roadmap to success, meticulously crafted to guide you towards achieving your goals. From effective lead generation strategies to mastering negotiation tactics, we've got you covered. Don't settle for average. Stand out from the competition and dominate the market. Head to our website, download the workbooks, and get ready to make this year the year you become the unrivaled leader in your field. Your success story starts now.